right, it's Lucas.
And I'm Jacob.
Bros Before Hoes
Podcast. It's Luke and Jake.
It's been 1 year, hoes.
Since the beginning of this podcast, whatever you want to say. Okay, so it started from the bottom, now we're at the top.
Started to get bitchy, but now we're getting sought after by all the big companies. We're the 1 year mark, and we're starting to do advertisements. SeatGeek, Ticketmaster, Dropbox, Audible, BarkBox, Crop Tops.
We got an ad for whitening teeth, but our teeth are still yellow. Yeah, Lindsay Lohan, please listen to our podcast.
FreeCreditScore.com. Link below.
Geico. The insurance company.
Geico makes me psycho, and this podcast makes me want lipo, and I'm gonna pay for it with the ad money, bitch. Thanks for listening, because now you're funding my liposuction surgery.
Ba, ba, ba. Oh, yes, honey.
Thank you guys for listening to that rap. We spent all year writing it.
Yeah, it was actually freestyled.
Yeah, not even trying to brag, but that rap you just heard was freestyled.
Yeah, it was really done on the moment. No, so I feel like DJs might email us saying, "Okay, like, can you come to the studio and sing that?"
Yes, lay down some bars. You guys, this is the 1 year anniversary episode, and we're just feeling all sorts of emotions. This podcast has changed our life.
I know, like, I started out the day crying, and then tears of happiness, and then it turned into an overwhelming enjoyment, and now I'm here.
An overwhelming enjoyment. And if you're watching the video podcast, we're actually in a different environment because the very first episode, before we did the video podcast, when it was strictly audio, I was sitting in this bed recording The Meaning of Life, our first episode. So I wanted to throw it back to the first year vibes.
Because the toilet leaked, right?
Yes, I was upstairs. This is my guest bedroom, and I was in this guest bedroom recording because the basement was being occupied by a lot of people who work in toilet industry, because our toilet had overflowed, leaked through the basement. And there was just a lot of sewage going on, so we were getting it fixed.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Apparently, it was because wet wipes were used, so don't use those.
Oh, yeah. Only use the wet wipes to clean up messes and for your baby if they need it.
But otherwise, it can ruin your whole apartment. It actually was a whole drama because in our upstairs, toilet leaked into our basement, and then the apartments underneath us were getting leaks, so, awkwardly it leaked down to other people's apartments, and the fire truck came.
Why did the
There's
fire
only
truck?
one fire truck in every city.
Why did it come?
And it came because I guess when there's a leak, the fire alarms go off, because I guess maybe it could start a fire,
Yeah,
but luckily there was no fires, and the fire people were actually really annoyed. They just came and they were mad. They were like, "Why are we here? It's a toilet leak. Why are we here?" And we're like, "We didn't mean for you to come. It just the fire alarm went off." Sorry, I just burped.
So then the fire truck of Los Angeles had to come.
What were you doing last year? That was my story. Bring us back to you in Nebraska. Jacob was in Nebraska, and we were recording this remotely.
Oh, yeah. Remotely.
So what were you doing? You were in the first month of your senior year in high school.
Yeah, I got home from school. I went downstairs, grabbed my computer, my headphones,
What was running through your mind? Were you like, this is a 1 week thing and then we'll stop? Or were you thinking we're in this for the long run?
Oh, yeah, it was kind of one of those things just kind of for fun,
Yeah.
It's still for fun, but yeah, just for fun. I don't know how long it's going to last. Might quit in a month, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that sort of vibe.
Yeah, and then I went to the dining table and got on the Zencaster, the website that we recorded it on, and boom, chicka boom. The meaning of life.
The rest is history.
Yeah, it's going to be...
In all seriousness, thank you guys so much for listening. Actually, it was so much fun starting this a year ago, and without being too cheesy, it's still just as fun. talking to you guys.
Totally agree.
It's like having a conversation with a third person, but they don't talk, which I love.
Oh, yeah. So it's like having a conversation with like a really old person. You know,
Or just like
don't
someone who's
talk.
just like really shy. Like we're at dinner with someone, but like they're entertained by us talking. Like sometimes they're annoyed. Sometimes they're like, but they just never talk.
Yeah, and like, and they're listening, but they don't talk. But then when we leave the dinner, they email us sometimes and just say, "I want to give you an update on this."
We get all sorts of emails. So yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is. Like,
We
you don't want to
actually-
talk to us in actual life, but over text, yo.
We actually got an email to someone saying, I love the podcast, but you guys really need to make the intro less loud. Because they said like they listen to this, they listen to these on their TV, I guess. And whenever the intro turns on, it's like so loud. They have to rush to the TV and turn down the volume. And then once we talk, I guess it's so quiet. But I think me and Jacob might be deaf because we listen to them when I'm like, I think the audio sounds fine.
I know, but yeah, we did think it sounded fine, but I will tone it down a couple notches. Like,
Yeah, Jacob,
like
we're taking
302, see what happens.
Sorry, person, for ruining your drums.
I know your neighbors might be getting mad for hearing that.
You would think after 1 year doing this podcast, I would know how to work this audio device more, but I think you're supposed to like adjust it as you go, but I want to be in the moment, so I just like keep it on one level and leave it there the whole time.
Oh yeah, so then if I do have like a yelling episode, like it just
I feel like it's fine when it's just me and you because we're so loud, both of us.
Yeah.
Like we in real life, a lot of times people will say, "Why are you screaming?" And we're like, "We're not."
Oh yeah, like yesterday at Chipotle, like I was just saying, "What are you gonna get?" But for some reason I said, "What are you gonna get?"
That time I actually noticed. I'm like, "Wait, why are you screaming?"
I honestly
But you did that
wasn't
one low key
planning.
to be a troll.
I think it wasn't to be a troll though. Maybe. It probably was to be a
That
troll.
was like yesterday at the grocery store. You said something so loud too.
Oh yeah,
What
just
was
like,
it? You tried to be embarrassing, and I'm like, I'm not embarrassed.
oh yeah, like what are you getting or something?
So
Just really loud.
I forgot what it was, but yeah. But when we have like my mom on the podcast, like I feel like maybe you can't even hear her because if I have her at the same level as us and she like has a more normal voice.
Yeah, because she doesn't yell. So
Normal
then,
voiced?
so then when she talks, it's like hello, like that one YouTube video of the shell talking. Remember that video? I forgot about that until
Oh
now.
my god, the shell talking YouTube video. What was that called?
Was it Petunia? No, I don't think it was Petunia. It was this shell was it a shell or like a little goop?
But it was so she had the weird ass voice.
Yeah,
and
and she had this quiet ass voice, and it was like 3 videos.
that reminds me of Salad Fingers.
Oh, Salad Fingers is creepy too. Like the people that made those weird videos, like did they have like a message behind them? That's what I
I feel
want
like
to
it was
know.
like college projects for animators or something.
Oh yeah, and there's also these creepy YouTube videos where like there's just a mannequin standing, and it's kind of like this is
Oh.
fantastic.
That one is effed up. If you really want to be,
Creepy.
if you're like in a good mood right now, but you're like, I kind of want to bring it down to like being a little bit scared, add some anxiety to the life, then like watch, what do you have to Google? This
Is fantastic.
And then look for the mannequin and watch it and it'll ruin your life.
I know, it just make you creeped out and just like, what's happening?
You
Like,
know how
what-
I know the podcast is meant to be?
Why?
Because on the 1 year anniversary, the Area 51 raid is like happened 3 days ago.
I know, that is meant to be. I feel like the Area 51 raid was synced to this podcast.
The fact that our 1 year anniversary is so closely on the calendar to the Area 51 raid just proves that we're doing the right thing by continuing this podcast.
I know, because I feel like the Area 51 raid really has to do with this podcast. So if we didn't do the podcast, then literally all the news stations would know nothing about it since we aren't
we're the
talking
ones
about
who
it.
started it single-handedly. But you guys, it's so sad because as you guys all know, the Area 51 raid, it was this Facebook phenomenon. Millions of people said they were going to go raid Area 51. They were like, they can't stop us all. We're going to go to the gates of Area 51, storm it, free the aliens, find out what the F they're doing. Everyone had so much confidence online. Like, we don't care. We're all going to go and surround it.
Yeah, from everything I've seen on all these social medias, everyone that was signed up was like, I don't give a fuck. I want to find these aliens
Yeah.
and I'm just going to let them free.
And they were all saying, like, we don't care. Arrest us all. We don't
Yeah.
care about jail because we just want to free the aliens.
And then did this happen on Friday?
Yeah,
Oh,
cut to
yeah.
Friday. I was so excited to wake up because I was like, I'm going to wake up, go on Twitter, and it's going to be like just aliens being like, thank you so much for letting us out. And
Yeah,
all this stuff.
First, let's give a pre-cap of like 2 days before.
Pre-cap?
Oh yeah, recap, whatever. 2 days before this, there actually was like 2 YouTubers or something that did go to jail, but then
Yes.
they paid the $2,000 and got out.
Yeah, it was
jail.
either $2,000 or a year in jail. So they're like, I guess we'll drop the $2,000.
Yeah, so they did jump over the thing.
Something like that. And
But-
then I had confidence, though. I thought there was going to be more people who would storm it.
But
I didn't think millions of people would, but I thought there would at least be like 50 people who would actually storm it. And just a spoiler, if you haven't been keeping up with it, literally nobody stormed it except for one person, an elderly lady, apparently.
She went over it.
She walked calmly through the gates and she got arrested.
Because there's all these videos of like all these campers and people just dressed up as aliens having a fun time, but no, they didn't raid it. But the thing that Area 51 did do good at is that even if they were gonna raid, isn't like I remember watching a video that the actual base is like still 20 miles from that gate.
Yeah,
You remember?
like that.
Yeah, so I guess if they did storm, they'd still have to run or something.
So what do you
but-
think happened? Do you think like all of these people met up in Nevada in the desert and they were like, we're going to storm it? Or do you think they all came and were like, I'm going to see if anyone else is going to take the leadership role and like we're going to follow them? Or didn't nobody actually think they were going to storm it? Or did they all think they were going to storm it but no one took the lead?
Yeah. I feel like they all went, like, however many people, like 200 people went. And they, like, were like, we're gonna storm it. But
think
then
it
there
said,
had to
like-
be, like, 2 people or 1 person that's like, okay, let's do it right now. And then if they did it, I feel like everyone else would follow, but I just don't think anyone was brave enough.
I think it was around like 3,000 people who went.
Well, real? Then
I might
I
be
think they
making
could
that up,
have.
but it was something like that.
I think they could have done it then, all 3,000 of them.
Yeah, but I think, everyone just probably got scared. They were like, do we want to possibly get shot by the army? Because I'm pretty sure they have signs that say, like, if you go past here, we're allowed to, like, shoot you.
Yeah, but that would be so scary. I just was so disappointed on Friday because I either wanted stories of so many people going to jail, which is fun to listen to, or I just wanted, like them to get to the base and it just is a bunch of planes, or my biggest hope was just like Lucas had, like, aliens get motherfucking freed and like they have a Twitter account and they go on tour. That's what I wanted.
God, yes. They would have the best music. You just know.
I know, like some futuristic stuff, but it didn't happen.
Oh, it's so sad. I was looking up. It's just so funny because we didn't even attempt to go, and we're still mad at the people who actually went.
Oh yeah.
But that being said, I'm just mad they didn't storm it. I thought maybe the government, just to be funny, would like fly some weird aircrafts that day.
I know, just to like do a little.
Like just to kind of creep everyone out, be like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like because if I was in charge of the government, I feel like I would like get the prosthetics and then dress a couple people up as aliens.
Why
and
didn't
then
they do that?
And then on Friday night when there's a couple people in their campers, bang on the campers and say, "Don't talk." Or like
Why didn't
don't,
they do a
something
funny
creepy.
thing with an alien flying through the air, like someone dressed up as one?
Yeah, like that'd be a good prank, and they'd all believe it.
I want my country's army to have a sense of humor.
I know, and I also want like the aliens. Is there aliens in there? I still want to know. But let's be honest, I'll just forget about it and just live my best life.
I'm just happy this happened because it just seems like every few years something so stupidly iconic happens. A few years ago, we've already talked about the clowns. That was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
And then this year, we just experienced the Area 51 raid. I feel like for years, we'll all be like, remember when everyone claimed they were going to storm Area 51 and then
I
literally
know.
only one elderly woman did it?
Yeah, and like it would just be talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's good that no one jumped over because it could have caused some violence, but I still wish
Yeah, I'm not
the aliens would be freed.
I thought more people would take the initiative, but you know what? I sat at home and didn't even attempt to go. Didn't even think about going, so I can't really get mad at the people who actually went.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think. Okay, but I was expecting me to go on YouTube today, and like every YouTuber would put out a video titled, I went to the Area 51 raid, this is what happened.
I mean, I just wouldn't want to go to
But-
jail.
I know, well, like even just waiting outside the gate, though.
Or like, imagine if like if there actually was chaos outside of Area 51, wouldn't they have maybe resorted to like smoke bombs and stuff?
Oh, to kick them all out?
Yeah, like tear gas.
Oh, yeah, like crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, I agree. That'd
Well,
be scary.
Now that we've talked about the Area 51 raid, we'll have to just wait for the Sci-Fi Channel to make an original movie about it.
I know, and then I also want, like there to be, like, since I'm so indie, I want there to be vintage merch called I'm Area 51 raid, and make it like look like it's like I don't know if it's gonna happen now, but like in 20 years, Can you picture Urban
You
Outfitters?
should literally start an Etsy shop of Area 51 merch. I would buy that.
I know, just some faded t-shirt and it says Area 51 raid.
Dad hats, Area 51.
Yeah, and just make it, I think that is a thing already, but
start your own.
I know, just copy.
Are you allowed to say Area 51 or is the government owned? Is it like copyrighted?
I think Area 50, it's not actually called Area 51, right?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I get all my facts from tweets, so I'm not sure about that one. But you guys, today's podcast, we actually have a topic.
Oh yeah, there's actually
What's it again? Urban legends.
Urban legends. So first of all, urban legend.
We
What's
wanna-
your definition?
It's just like stuff that people say happened where there's no facts. And it's sort of basically we just want to talk about an array of things that people talk about frequently and you've all probably heard of, but we just aren't sure if it's real.
Yeah. So the
Some of them
topics
are weirder than others.
Yeah. So the topics that we're talking about, I honestly don't know if they're urban legends. I think an urban legend is like there was a dead body under my bed in Las Vegas. I think that's an urban legend, but I don't know if these are urban legends. But yeah, but just
That's
random.
so scary. A dead body under my bed.
Have
is
you
an
heard
urban
that?
legend. Everyone's heard the whole story of don't look under your bed at a hotel because there might be a dead body. Because everyone's heard of that one story where someone was at a hotel, they started smelling shit, and then they looked under and. Yep.
But yeah, so it's just random stuff that you hear throughout your life that
Just
no
probably
one.
didn't happen.
I know, like it doesn't happen. Is it real?
So what's the first example?
Okay,
Jacob has all these written down.
The first example is
And as we go on, I might research these on the go and find out if they're real. But I only
So-
have one hand because one hand's holding a microphone, so it might be hard.
oh yeah, so he's gonna fact check to see like
Yeah.
if we're right or wrong. So climate change. It's fake.
Yeah, obviously climate change isn't real.
I know. It just.
Just kidding. We wanted to throw in a joke for you guys.
I know you guys.
Got
will-
ya. Someone
fa-
was. It's so scary because probably most of the people were like, "Wait, they don't believe in climate change." You know, there was a small percentage like, "Hell yeah, they're on our side."
I know. So yeah, we just put that in as a joke because I wanted to. Yeah, I just thought it was funny saying it's part of. Yeah, it's funny.
But
joke.
I feel like I believe in climate change, but I kind of feel like Jacob doesn't. Do you though?
It's real, right? I'm joking. Yeah, it's real.
It's real.
I don't have much knowledge on it, and I'm not gonna fake that I do, but
Apparently
there's so
sea
much
levels-
evidence on it.
Yes, I believe all the scientists. They all agree that it's real, so probably
Yeah.
should do something, you know?
I know there was like a climate day change or something. Like they were like trying to spread awareness and stuff.
Oh yeah, there was
Yeah.
rallies. How do you find out about this stuff? Like when I saw I went on Reddit and there was one in LA. I'm like, I wanted to go.
I know. I want to go and just like
How do you find
help
out about
the
this stuff?
cause.
Are we just not like looking at the right stuff?
Yeah,
We're looking at like Area 51 raids, and really we should be like looking at how to help climate change.
Yeah, like I feel like we're looking at just funny tweets on Twitter about climate change that are like that, just saying like we need to save the world, but if you actually go on like
Funny
the
tweets
oh,
about
not,
it?
like not funny, but like you know what I mean? Not funny, but like serious
What?
tweets that. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm canceling you.
Okay, next up, people put gerbils up their ass.
Sorry guys, I have allergies.
Flonase.
Yes, they're classic urban legend. Everyone's heard of gerbils up asses.
Yeah, so all of us have heard like there's a community online that puts gerbils up their ass, and I don't know how the gerbils come out of their ass. I don't know how they go up their ass.
Why do they want them up their ass? You know?
I guess it like some people find it pleasurable or something, but I just think don't abuse an animal first of all. But
Oh my god, I feel a sneeze coming on.
oh, you do 3, 2,
Do
1.
I have a cold?
Hopefully not.
Oh my god. I don't feel sick. I just have like the worst allergies, guys. 'Cause I've never
heard-
cleaned my apartment and there's probably so much dust in here.
But I've heard that if you have a cold, you can blow your nose, and if it's clear snot, then you don't have a cold. But if it's like yellow, then you do have a cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if you guys are watching the video podcast and you see me on my phone, it's because I'm researching gerbiling.
Oh yeah. So okay. So this one, I'm not gonna lie.
It's called gerbiling. There's a whole Wikipedia page called gerbiling. Gerbil, also known as gerbil stuffing or gerbil shooting, is a rumored sexual practice of inserting small live animals, usually gerbils, but also mice, hamsters, rats, and other various rodents, into the human rectum to obtain simulation. Some variations of report suggest that the rodent be covered in a psychoactive substance such as cocaine. Whoa.
So it's like you put a gerbil up your ass, but it's also doing drugs at the same time. Okay.
Yes.
So I think this one. So like even I think it is real because I mean I've actually I just heard people say it's real and like I don't know where I hear this stuff, but I just think it's real.
I mean, somebody must have done it because
Why is
everything
it?
Contains a little grain of truth.
I know in the
But-
hamsters though, there's a bunch of.
And that's just so sad.
I know. How do you
Is it
get
because they
them
like
out?
the feeling of something crawling or something? Ew. And do they eventually let it out and let it free?
I think so, but
or like does it just die?
I feel like some like Adam and Eve, like one of those sex toy companies, should make like a fake gerbil to put up people's ass, so then actual gerbils don't have to do this. You know, like the
Well-
people that do want to do it.
Do you want to hear what Wikipedia has to say?
Is there already a sex toy for the people that do this?
Basically, they said the first accounts of gerbiling were recorded in 1984.
Before?
And then apparently throughout history since the 1980s, there's been a lot of rumors that male celebrities have been into gerbiling. And they've become urban legends. And according to Snopes.com, which have you heard of that website? It kind of debunks things.
Yeah.
They say gerbiling is an unverified and persistent urban legend. Basically, there's no concrete evidence that it's ever happened. There's never been a report of like a police report or a hospital record or something.
Yeah.
And it's all just one big urban legend. Maybe, I don't know how this legend started, but I'm sure one person did it and then it spread, right?
I know. Yeah. Like what I'm assuming is that, like, I feel like if you dug into the internet, I feel like there's videos of it. I'm assuming at least. Yeah, and
No, because that's illegal. That'd be animal
Yeah,
abuse.
so I don't know. Maybe that I feel like it did happen. I feel it's happened multiple times, but I don't think it's popular. You know?
If I'm assuming that maybe I'm too have an innocent outlook on the world, but I assume gerbiling occurs once every 5 years, one time.
You think so?
Like I don't think it's a common thing.
Oh, like in my like this is just Al guessing. I think it happens like once a month around the world. Like no, like what? Like this is my guess. It could be more than this, but I feel like it happens like one time every month. Like one person
It
somewhere
literally
does
probably never would happen if it wasn't an urban legend.
I know,
But
like-
then, but then weird ass people probably hear this urban legend and are like, "Wait, I want to try."
it. Yeah,
it.
like I
You know
feel like
what
there's just people like in Michigan and they like kind of just creepy and stuff.
Yeah, it's like how if you never had heard of it though, it wouldn't be a thing. Like I bet you, if there was an urban legend of people are going to the bookstore and putting their penises in books, like I'm sure that would become a common thing. So people are like, I want to do it too.
Oh yeah, I feel like we probably should cut this part of the
Are we gonna
podcast.
spread
Yeah,
the-
because I feel like I could see that becoming a thing,
Oh, what would they call it?
like penis book.
Dick booking.
Oh, dick booking, dick book.
Maybe I don't know.
If someone does
Are
do
they called
that,
like stamping books? Like put your stamp on the book.
oh yeah, like because if you called it dick book, it just is obvious. But stamping the book, it sounds like it could be something else.
Wait until 2030. The new all over Twitter will be, oh my god, don't go to the library anymore because
It's gonna
First
be
of all,
the
who
new
goes
ice
to the
cream.
library anyway. Because
Well,
do people go to the library?
yeah, because
Our sisters
yeah,
actually-
they get books from there because you just
Oh yeah, I always just buy ebooks because I'm trying to help the environment. I'm saying actually the libraries are helping the environment because you're just renting books.
yeah, I guess the whole town just
Yeah.
shows the books. Yeah, so I think it does happen, but not that often. Do you still
Perfect.
think it only happens once every 5 years?
I actually do,
Oh, okay.
but I think I have an optimistic outlook.
Okay, another urban legend. This one actually is an urban legend, kinda. Dropping the soap. So this one is just
I have to Google this while you're talking about.
okay. So I honestly have always heard this, and I didn't really know what it meant. But it just means that when you're in a guy prison, a men's prison, and you drop the soap, it kind of has to do with the gay for the stay prison thing. And then you drop the soap, and then someone has sex with you, and you drop the soap because you bend over. Ha ha ha. So I feel
Ha
like
ha ha.
I feel like so like my immediate guess is that it has happened, but like I don't think it's like an everyday occurrence, but who knows, it might go get wild in
Wait, so
prison.
this you're asking the saying, obviously it's just a saying people say, don't drop the soap or whatever, but
But, like,
you're
is
asking
it-
if in prison, if someone accidentally dropped the soap and bent over to pick it up, do they have someone start having sex with them?
Yeah, I feel like it happens sometimes, but not after. Like, but is it? Like, I don't know how this shit works. So is that what dropping the soap means, though?
Yeah, that's what it means. I'm actually reading about this on Reddit right now. This is just so you guys know, when I'm fact checking these, I'm literally just clicking on the first link and like it might. This is probably not based on.
Oh yeah,
fact.
so it's not like concrete fact, but like still.
But someone who went to prison said it does happen. Like dropping this, like the whole entire situation in the shower probably isn't often, but they do say sometimes like like stuff like that where people like aren't on board, but they just are forced into it. Does happen.
Oh, so this kind of also has to do with the conspiracy theory, urban legend that gay for the stay.
But it also says consensual gay sex also happens in prisons, even with straight people, just because like they're so bored, you know.
Oh yeah.
But,
is it true that if you're married in prison, there's like bedrooms that you guys can have, that you and your wife or like husband or whatever can have sex in like once a month? In Desperate Housewives, this TV show that like I watched all the seasons, and someone was in prison, someone's husband, and like once a month the prison would let them like have their own bedroom.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know if that's a thing, but so
I thought they just have to go in a call room.
Yeah, they can tact them, but then I guess they sometimes let them like have their own time for like 10 minutes or something. So yeah, the dropping the soap is real, right?
I guess, according to someone on Reddit.
Oh, it's real, guys. Okay, another urban legend. Crabs are common.
The sexual disease?
Yeah.
Okay. Explain it and I'll start Googling.
Okay, so we've all heard that that there's people that have crabs. This probably isn't an urban legend. It's probably real, but I just wanted to include this because I have no idea if it's real or fake. So yeah, there's like stories that, like I remember hearing this story that about a movie theater and there was crabs crawling on the seats.
Yeah.
Like not actual crabs, like a sexual disease called crabs.
It's basically lice for the pubic hair, right?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it seems, I don't know if this is just our town growing up, but yeah, like Jacob said, there always was like, oh, don't go to the public restroom because you'll get crabs, or oh, crabs can be on the movie theater seats and crawl up your shorts and give you crabs.
Yeah, so
like crabs just always seem to be talked about, but like some STDs you actually do hear about people getting, like I don't know, like gonorrhea and stuff, but I never heard of anyone in real life, like any of my friends or anything, ever getting crabs.
So this one, yeah, like
but then again, a lot of people don't have pubic hair anymore, so maybe that's prevented it.
I think it is real though, because I've searched it before, I'm pretty sure, and I remember it saying that it's real. But like,
I mean, it's definitely a real thing. I just want to know if it's common.
Oh yeah, I bet it's like.
This article says around 3 million cases of crabs are reported in the United States each year, mostly spread through sexual contact. Having public lice, it does not reflect poor hygiene.
Public lice, pubic.
Oh, pubic lice. My bad, guys. But yeah, apparently, you just put a certain soap on it. Like you get a prescription shampoo and it goes away.
Oh, for real? Okay,
yeah, it isn't something that like stays with you.
Okay, so I just thought this was funny because like when I remember when I used to hail this, like when I was younger, I used to think like actual crabs were in people's vaginas, dicks, or whatever.
Like crabs you'd see on the beach.
Yeah. So like this one isn't like it just is like
it's just small parasites.
STD, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing as lice. Like, if you have it, don't be ashamed. It doesn't mean you're a gross person.
Yeah, but like it just like when I used to, I think
though.
It sounded crazy, like crabs.
Oh yeah, because you picture like these tiny little spiders.
Yeah.
Did you ever get lice? I never did. Not trying to brag.
I know, I never did either. But,
oh gosh, I remember there were lice outbreaks at school. I remember this one girl in my class was sent home because she had lice, and her mom came and like yelled at the school and said she did not have lice. You guys made this up, and now she's getting made fun of.
Wait, so is it true that people that have lice, they have to like clean everything in their house or something?
I think so, because it can spread everywhere.
Oh, that's crazy.
I hate stuff like that because just thinking about, I remember one of my friends one time, they had to like have all of their clothes specially cleaned and like their whole apartment deep scrubbed because I think someone had fleas on their clothes or something, and then they just spread. Like I hate stuff like that where you think about stuff spreading and like it makes you feel itchy.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if I ever got crabs for like years, I'd start being itchy and be like, oh my god, it's still here.
Oh yeah, like if you see a spider, you feel like it's on you. Somehow.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, so
doesn't that bring us to the next urban legend about spiders?
We did one about spiders.
Oh crap, the camera just turned off.
Oh, okay, but about the lice thing, I didn't ever get lice, and you didn't either, but like But when I was in elementary school, I used to always check my hair. Like, I used to always be so scared about it for some reason.
Oh,
Since
yeah.
kids always got it. Okay, this does bring us to the next urban legend, though. About spiders. People eat spiders. Like, there's this fact that people say that the average person eats 5 spiders a year. Something like that.
Yes, everyone, you always hear that thing. Oh, you're scared of spiders? Why are you? You know, in your sleep, you eat 6 a year.
Yeah.
And like when you go to bed, they're crawling all over you. You eat them, they sleep with you, they're crawling, they're everywhere. You know what I mean?
I know, but I think, I guess I believe it, but it just is weird / scary to think about.
I feel like I want to go to Snopes for this one.
Okay, let's find out. So, if this is real, that means that spiders are crawling into our mouths without us knowing, which is...
What's your initial, reaction?
I think it's real. I just, even though it's, gross and I'm saying it's an urban legend, I think it's, somewhat real.
Snopes says false.
For real?
Because the claim is the average person swallows 8 spiders per year. The rating is false. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. So whoever made this shit up is scaring everyone.
Apparently it was just completely made up and is based on nothing.
Okay, so I guess so that's nice to know. I'm glad.
Yeah, it says the reason why they don't believe it is because spiders most likely find humans terrifying. Like, they aren't just gonna willy-nilly climb on us.
That's so true, because they'd be scared since we're so big.
So are they really gonna go on this snoring ass heavy breathing body and climb through its mouth and everything?
Yeah, I agree, because I did believe it, but also, how would I not feel it in my mouth? Like, when I'm sleeping, I feel like if something was crawling through my mouth, I'd feel it.
Yeah, that's what they said. They said plus many people would likely be awakened by the sensation of a spider crawling all over their face and into their mouths.
Yeah, so that... I'm so excited to find out that it's probably false.
Yeah, I always wonder about... Do you follow any of those Twitter facts?
What?
Just
what do you mean?
those fact accounts on Twitter that say these facts, and you read the facts.
Oh,
and you're
I've
just
seen
this
those
isn't
ones
real.
sometimes.
They just have the weirdest facts. Like, did you know, when you go to the movie theater, you're like, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. They just have all these stupid things. Like, I don't think that's real.
Like, I feel like these start from a group of high schoolers that are bored, and they tell them to their friends, and then somehow they spread nationwide /
Or
worldwide.
just some doctor or someone with some sort of certificate to make everyone believe them just confidently stated this one day, and everyone just believed them.
I know, and it sounds like it could be real.
Yeah, when you hear it, you're like, oh, that probably happens, I guess. But then when you think about it, this just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So if you've ever thought spiders were crawling all over your face and in your mouth, people who said that are lying.
I know, thankfully they don't. This makes me think about how spiders are scared of us. So when Lana Del Rey released a music video to Doing Time, one of her singles on her album, and it's her as a giant in the music video. And then I just kept thinking about what if you woke up as a giant, and then everyone would be scared of you. And then I don't know if it's Green Bean the Giant or what the cartoon is, but in that show they tied him down. So what do you think would happen? I asked you this.
After watching the Doing Time music video with Lana Del Rey, Jacob for days just kept asking everyone, what would you do if you grew up as a giant? I think my answer ended up being I would negotiate with the government that I wouldn't hurt anyone, stomp in any houses, but they had to let me live freely. What did I say?
Well,
and I would also help fight crime.
Well, you said because I asked you this question and you had so many different answers, but one of your answers was also the scary part of Lucas said that he would tell the world, he would tell the US or it said, I'm sorry, I'm a giant, so I'm president. Lucas said that because I asked you, and then I remember you would say you said something I would just say I'm president and I'm sorry, but I get to make the rules now. Or something like that.
I probably would do that. If you watched the Doing Time Lana Del Rey music video, if I was that big, she was so big that her feet cover a whole shopping mall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even bigger. If I was that big, I probably would say I'm sorry, but the president and stuff, I'm now the president for life, and I
Yeah.
choose everything. And literally, if
you wouldn't
if
do
go-
anything bad.
Yeah, but I'd
you
say
would
like if you disagree, like I'll destroy like a whole city. You know what I mean?
Just literally turn into a scary dictator person.
But I'd also say, just so you guys aren't scared, like I'm not going to be a scary ruler. I'm going to be nice, and also I'll help fight crime. Like if think about like if anyone like takes a kid and if kidnaps a kid, I just literally pick a finger up on the freeway, pick up the car.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I feel like that's what, like, if I became a giant one day and woke up, this is so fucking dumb. I would, yeah, like that would be one of my thoughts. Like just being like, okay, like I'm not gonna do anything too drastic. I'm just gonna say like, okay, like there's some like messy things that I just want to be solved in this world. So like I'm just the president for now, and like. You guys can give me advice, but I'm basically only gonna listen to myself.
Yeah, and
then
Twitter.
and like other people's opinions on Twitter. But then, like if something bad happens that I actually think is bad, like people like getting robbed that are innocent and stuff, and like everything's stolen, and like I'd just be like, okay, I'm running over there because I'm assuming you can just run across the U.S.
I know, but also I feel like now that I think about it, maybe the USA does just need a giant.
I noticed
Because like think about even like the Flint water crisis. For literally years, the Flint water people were like, please like fix our water. What's going on? And like if I was a giant, I'd literally go up to I have to go to the government officials and be like, do you want me to stomp on your house? Or if you don't, they say, if you don't want me to stomp on your house, fix the Flint water crisis.
Yeah, because if there is a giant, it just needs to be someone that just like needs like that isn't mean, but they just want some peace, you know?
Yeah.
They just want like everyone to be good.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then also if I was a giant,
What were you gonna say?
oh, like I feel like if I was a giant though, like I would like it because I'd be like, oh, like this is cool. I'm like different. I can like kind of do whatever I want. But then it'd be kind of sad because like no one would also be like you. So it'd be
I
like,
know, that would be.
So like it's like okay, like I probably won't like. I can't ever like kind of just talk to someone because I have to go down to like
Also,
their
you never
level.
have privacy. Because like you never just be able to be like, I'm gonna hang up on myself because like no matter where you are, everyone can see you.
Oh yeah.
Like no matter, I guess you might. There's probably parts of the U.S. where nobody is, but like imagine just going through L.A. like everyone be looking up your shorts and stuff, and just like
I would
imagine
hate
going to the
that.
bathroom, everyone's like, ew, the giant's pooping in the hills. You know what I mean?
But then also about this giant thing is I feel like it'd be cool being the president. But then you'd also like, or like being in charge or whatever, but it would also be scary because you know there'd be people trying to like beat you up and like poke on you. So I actually probably would just keep to myself.
Yeah.
Because there'd be
But
some
if people
people
poked on you, just say, okay, I'm gonna follow you home and destroy your house. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't hurt anyone. I'd say, okay, you have 10 seconds. Everyone has to get out of the house, and then I would stomp on the house.
That'd be so fucking funny.
People would learn really fast, like, don't mess with the giant, or your house literally gets ruined.
So like if tomorrow you woke up as a giant, like would your YouTube channel?
How do we even get on this topic?
But like, would your YouTube channel, this podcast, like if you were a giant, would you be like, okay, I have other things to worry about, or would you be like, oh, like I still want to do my YouTube channel?
I probably would still like I probably just daily vlog. I'd be like, you guys, today we're saving someone in Cincinnati. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, just random
Like
stuff.
I'd be like, oh, a building's on fire in Cincinnati, so like I'm gonna rescue everyone and let them go on my hand and bring them down to ground. You know?
Oh yeah. So okay, we got it down. Let's go on to the next one. Email us what you do if you were a giant, because I actually want to know.
And also tell us if there's any flaws in our plans. Like,
Yeah.
is it bad that I would take over the whole government, or is that actually a good idea? Because I'd be doing it for good.
Yeah, because it does sound like, oh, we just want the power, but I honestly think like we would just get the injustices of like people robbing, people getting like kidnapped. Like
Yeah.
I feel like we just would solve that.
Yeah, and just like even making college free, I'd be like, make college free by 2022, or unfortunately, I'll have to stomp on all the colleges.
Oh yeah, and just be like, I don't know where we're getting this money from, but like you have to print more money.
When you think about it, there'd be no way for this to actually work, because even just walking around, you just break so many things.
I know, and then I don't even know how you'd sleep.
Yeah, that would actually be a really bad.
But it would work. You could just sleep in the ocean probably.
Oh yeah, because I'd probably just be up to your ankles.
That'd be fun going in the ocean. Okay. Okay. The next one is okay. This is so funny that we're transitioning into a weirdo thing. Motorboating / titty fuck.
Ew.
This
that
one
word.
I know.
Titty
So
fuck.
in these rap songs, I don't always like I've heard it once. Like a rap will say titty fuck and motorboating. So, I think I know what it is. I think it's when you put your dick in between someone's tits, and I want to know if it happens frequently or if it's basically a lie or if it's sometimes people do it.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to figure this out right now.
Well, like my immediate answer would be, oh yeah, it happens sometimes, but not.
Yeah, we just want to know, like, do people always, it's just a common joke. Oh, motorboating. I'm going to motorboat someone, which is basically, did you already explain that? I was Googling.
Oh, wait, okay. Maybe I said it wrong because I said motorboating is putting your dick in between someone's tits, but is that not what it is?
I'm sorry, guys, for how vulgar this episode
I know this
is
is getting gross, but is it putting your face in between someone's?
That's what motorboating is.
Oh, so
it's where you just put your face in between someone's boobs and shake. But everyone always jokes about that. I feel like it's just a common joke in pop culture, motorboating. But I just want to know, like, is it an actual thing straight people do that, like, brings them both pleasure? Or is this like a pure joke thing?
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of a joke, but also real.
I tried to Google it, and it just kept showing motorboating, like buying motorboats and stuff.
Oh.
But, yeah, if you are a straight person and you're, like, in your 20s and have motorboated, let us know. And is it real? Is it all just for fun and games? Like, at a party, you'll be like, motorboat me, or is it, like, it's actually, like, part of my intimate life with my boyfriend? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, motorboating, but then also, like, yeah, you don't have to answer the other one, though.
What other one?
Titty fuck. It's like it's getting into
Ew,
another
that word
territory.
Just grosses me out so much.
Yeah, and the only reason why I know that word, well, this is the only reason. I probably would have known it anyway. It's from this Megan Thee Stallion song and Kaship.
If he raps about it, it must be real.
Yeah, it must be real because it must just be part of his sex life. Okay.
To the other sexual activity one.
Oh, scissoring.
Yeah, this one I feel like I need to Google this.
Yeah, so I honestly don't know much about scissoring, but it just is. Honestly, you should probably. I don't. All I know is that some people think it's real, and I think could be offensive.
Yeah, this is another pop culture thing. So pop culture, a common joke is motorboating. Also, when I was in like middle school and stuff, it always was like sort of a joke. I guess people saying lesbian scissor and all this stuff, saying like that's how they do it. And I just have always wondered, like, do they actually scissor, like, or is that just something that straight people said to make fun of them?
Yeah. So what I think it is something that like people say to make fun of lesbians.
Let me see.
Because
I'm on Reddit.
Oh, does it happen? Like it might be kind of frequent. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on Reddit, and someone asked, do lesbians actually scissor? And someone said,
okay, let's see.
I have scissored my girlfriend in the past. But it's only a select few. Like, it's not like a common thing.
Oh, so it's like kind of just for fun and games?
Yeah, just like a fun thing, but it's not like the way like straight people made it sound like in pop culture. They make it sound like that's the only way like lesbians hook up, which isn't true.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
It's not like a common thing.
It's just something that they might do.
But someone on Reddit in 2011 did write that I have scissored my girlfriend, but like it's just like it's just like it's not like a huge thing. But also, I don't know if this is a troll, because their username is I scissor my girl.
Oh.
So that's like a 13-year-old boy.
So this isn't a fact, I guess. So because I just know that that's a troll.
Somebody else said they have a lesbian friend and scissoring is not real.
Oh,
so
okay.
basically, and someone else said in my experience, no, it's not a thing. So basically, we just confirmed right now that it's something that straight people said in middle school to be offensive to lesbians.
Yeah, so that's crazy that...
I'm glad we debunked it here on the Bros of For Hoes podcast.
I don't know. You guys can know, we can know.
Well, I was confused. I wrote it off as like, this is just something dicks say about lesbians to be mean.
Yeah.
But then in that Rita Ora song, Rita Ora is actually bisexual, and she had a song called Girls, which is all about just like, I like boys and girls, and it's fine. And Cardi B sings a verse in it, where she raps a verse in it and says, I'll take your girl and we'll scissor.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel like Rita wouldn't have let Cardi say that if it was this offensive thing.
Yeah, because when I heard that song, I was like, I thought that, like it, yeah, but then, so maybe it does happen sometimes. Like just kind of for fun and games.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Someone should enlighten us, and we'll read your explanation on next week's episode. And again, obviously, we aren't trying to be offensive to anyone. We're just trying to debunk these urban legends.
Yeah. Okay. The next one. Da da da. People go through a midlife crisis. This is like everyone has heard. She's going through a midlife crisis.
Oh, yeah. Also, growing up, it always was a thing. If an older guy, like in his 40s or 50s, got a nice car, it was always like, oh, he's going through a midlife crisis, so he got a convertible.
Oh, yeah, because it made him feel better or something. So, even people, like, at least I've heard on, I actually don't know if they'll joke. I think it's most of the time a joke, actually. People in, like, their 30s or 20s saying, I'm having a crisis, a midlife crisis, but I think that's a joke.
Quarter life crisis.
Oh, a quarter life crisis. That's what they're saying. Yeah, so I feel like there's some truth to it. Like, it might just be you wake up one day when you're like 50 and you're like, wait, did I miss out on this, that, and this from my childhood or from like me being younger or something? And they just look back and regret something. So
yeah.
I think that has some truth to it, I guess.
But sometimes I feel like people just, whenever someone who's middle-aged does anything fun, they just say, oh, it's a midlife crisis.
I think it's kind of a way to like push old people so they can't do fun things.
If someone who's like in their 50s is like, I want to get a tattoo, people are like, oh my god, midlife crisis. Like maybe they just want to do something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this whole midlife crisis thing, I feel like it could be used to just make older people feel bad for having fun or something.
I'm reading about this on Wikipedia, which we all know is the most reliable thing on the internet. And they're saying there is a lot of criticism about midlife crises and how people are associating it with like a super negative thing. When they said, I guess they did like a study and only a very, very small percentage of these quote unquote midlife crises were actually like a super negative, like actual like crisis about getting scared of getting older. Most of the time it's just like someone turns like 45 or 56 or something, and it just hits them like, oh my god, like I've been like stuck in a rut for a while and I should just try something new and have fun.
Oh yeah, so like I guess you could say that's a midlife crisis, but like also just
like a positive
growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess like midlife crisis would just be changing it up a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like throughout life that probably happens so much.
Yeah, because you live for it's so weird because you always hear life is so short. But I was looking on Twitter and there was like this and there was like and there was someone that tweeted that it's weird how people say life is short because it's actually kind of long
and the longest thing you'll ever experience.
Oh yeah, that we know of. Okay.
Should we stop? Oh, is there more?
Should we just do one more?
Yeah, one more.
I feel like we have, we've talked about these for so long. You pick the one. They're all kind of just in a weird category at this point.
Oh, I have like this. These two of these go together, which are really good.
Okay.
Dixon Pizza / people jizzing in food. So we've all heard the common thing of, oh, don't order from this pizza place in town because the guy puts the dick in the pizza, or oh, the Taco Bell on 30th Street, people put their body fluids in the sour cream. Like, I just want to know, does this actually happen?
Yeah, so the Dixon Pizza thing, I think is a porn thing, right? Like, I don't know if it...
No, but I'm not... But I know that's like a new thing for straight people in porn or whatever, but I feel like, even in like middle school, I heard about people doing that.
Oh, yeah, so... I mean... I feel like I guess if a bunch of high schoolers work at a pizza place, they might just think it's funny to do that. But then also it's really gross. But
yeah, we actually one time were wondering about this because you always just hear about gross stuff like that. But we googled people who worked in fast food, and one girl did say that one of her employees like pissed in pickles or something.
Oh yeah, it was like a video or something where they said she got fired, but. Yeah, she pissed in the in like a pickle jar.
Because our manager was going to eat it, and she ate it her manager.
Yeah. So
I think this just has to be one of those urban legends, like sort of like Gerbiling, where maybe it happens once in a million times.
Yeah.
Something gross happens with your fast food, but for the most part, people working at fast food are just doing their jobs, and also they don't want to like. Pretty sure you'd go to like jail if someone found out about that.
Yeah, I feel like it's like really illegal.
Put your dick
in
the people
food.
when there was that whole meme of people licking ice cream at the grocery store, didn't those people go? Wasn't it like a big sentence kind of?
Did they? Did anything happen? I don't know.
I swear, like, it wasn't like, oh, just like you have to pay a $500 fine. I think that's like actually like you can get. It's like a serious crime.
Oh yeah, so that would be really dangerous to do that. But I feel like I agree. I feel like it, obviously I'm assuming at least it has happened, and like it does happen kind of like not frequently, but it does happen. But I don't
Yeah.
think it's like every time you eat sour cream from a fast food place that has like cum in it or whatever. like I feel like most likely you haven't ever had a dick in your pizza or anything.
Yeah, I feel like the most that people do is probably take a few bites out of your fries, which is honestly, let them do it.
Yeah, because like but I always this topic is so interesting because I always do think like what's the worst thing that
Also,
the people
isn't
that
there
make my
cameras
food
like
do?
covering the whole entire kitchen? So it just wouldn't be smart to do.
I guess we would have to
Also, with the existence of Twitter and Facebook, something would have gone viral.
Yeah,
Of
so
being like, oh my god, look what was in my food. You know what I mean?
maybe back in the day it happened more if it does happen.
Remember that Whole Foods video of the guy at the buffet drinking the soup from the spoon?
Yeah, okay, buffets they're cool, but you see these gross videos of people just like poking things and stuff, and even kids
Yeah.
they just like poke at it.
But like at the end of the day, it's fine. If someone's poking at food,
It's
like,
not gonna make you sick.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. So I have no facts to back this up, but I'm assuming that's a complete urban legend.
I'm saying it's 15% real.
15.
Maybe like what I mean by that is not 15% of the food you eat has it. I just mean like 15%. I don't know.
I'm catching your drift. Well, thank you guys for watching our 1-year anniversary. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, for a celebration for our 1 year, give us an amazing review on iTunes. Just writing about how life-changing this podcast is.
Eat a cupcake.
Yeah, in celebration.
Happy 1 year. Bye.
Thank you guys so much.